Welcome back, Guardians. This is the Spawn Kill Show. um, yeah, that's pretty much the last three matches I've been in. Um, Before I started recording this one, I had been ganked repeatedly by Jakers, who, of course, is obviously at the top of the board right now. Why am I here? In spite of myself, because I am trying to reset my crucible ranking so I can get the ornament for the gun and hopefully get double perk drops on future rolls of Randy's throwing knives and other weapons, which is kind of pathetic when you think about it, honestly. Yeah, I barely even got 2 bursts off my fucking sidearm before I got killed. Yeah, things I'd like to see, I'd like not to see in Rumble or in Crucible anymore is these tiny ass little maps. I mean, these are small. You know, in a 3v3 match, they're freaking claustrophobic. Um, and in a 6-up Rumble, yeah. Rumble has always been a bit hectic. It's kind of designed for that, you know. It's 1v6 basically because you're playing against 5 opponents and the game itself. Because the game's going to dick you as much as it can. That's just a given. You got to think of it like this: if you wanted to have a battle royale in 5th edition D&D, this is Rumble. Yeah, Bungie is the dungeon master. Playing favorites for the most part is what I'm saying, and it's true. I really don't think that players are cheating in this game anymore. I think that Bungie has made good on its Battle Eye promises that that they are actively working to make sure that people are playing with just the fucking official hardware and software and trying to be competitive. I mean, they have this idea that they want to become an esport. They've had this idea since Destiny 1 when Trials and Iron Banner showed up. And it's kind of hard to promote that if your player pool is corrupted. So what's the problem? Well, I mean, a lot of people could say that it's a very ancient game engine that's struggling to maintain peer-to-peer network connections across platforms, and that could be part of it. I mean, if we're paying as much as we're paying for content, I mean, you would think that they'd be able to fucking afford an update to their hardware and their software, but it doesn't seem like that's really something they're very transparent about. There's a lot of talk, but there's nothing really in their hands. And it's what I've been, spouting off about for the last 3.5 years is that what Bungie says is not what they're going to give you. It's like, being promised donuts as dessert for dinner, and, instead you get this, like, tiny-ass piece of shit fucking Hostess nugget-looking thing. The Hostess gems, or the Dolly Madison gems, that's what I'm thinking about. Little Dolly Madison gems. It's like this hard piece of cake with a fucking waxy-ass chocolate glaze on it. Whoa. I'd rather eat a freaking crayon. But in any case, so yeah, that's kind of what Bungie's doing, is that they're telling us, why did my gun go down? Why did my aim go down? I have Void Loader, I have Unflinching Void Aim, I have Void Targeting. I mean, fuck, man. It's maxed the fuck out with a fucking targeting adjuster. And why did my shit hurt shit? There's no consistency. It's frustrating. I really wish I would love to make a tabletop version of this game, miniatures tabletop game, kind of like Infinity. Those of you who are out there who play tabletop games, Infinity is this really high quality, super nice looking, very beautifully sculpted miniatures, and it's faction wars basically. But you play small teams, 4 to 5 miniatures aside, sometimes as few as even 3. Sometimes a little bit more. You could be up towards 6 or something. That's all me right there. That's just me being not in the mood anymore. But it would be like I'd have to have the Bungie doesn't like you roll. It's like at the start of every player's turn, you roll a d6, and if there's Uh, if you roll a 6 or a 1, you don't get any ammo for your special weapon, or or if you're on a 2 and a 4, uh, in spite of you have no bonus to cover, you have no bonus defense to cover, and on a and on a no on a 2 and a 5, and on a 3 and a 4, uh, everything's fine, but you're going to only get one active action this turn. Uh, and I think that would be kind of a fun little mechanic to throw it in there. I guess that's really why. Oh, by the way, this is new. This is new. Most times, I don't get lobbied into another match. Most times, they just put me in orbit again. Because the whole lobby quits out. People don't like being spawn killed, and the spawns are not randomized enough in a one for all kind of environment, especially on these tiny ass little maps. So yeah, I'd like to see smaller lobbies for Rumble, like at the most maybe 4, but I would think 3 would be ideal. I would like to see larger maps if you're going to do 6-up Rumbles. I would like to see dedicated servers, and I have been telling Bungie this for as long as I have been playing the game, that if they ever made dedicated servers for PvP, I would be all up in trials. I would seriously do that. But I can't trust peer-to-peer networking connection, crossplay, and an aged-out engine. It does not build my confidence. It's like, hey man, we're gonna go play a game. Yeah, but we're gonna play on this muddy, gravel-filled bullshit sandlot. And guess what? There might be syringes and broken bottles in there too. Because that's about what you're doing, man. You're taking a risk with your own health. Because getting frustrated like this in the game does take on a toll, and it's just, yeah, I'm grinding. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to prove a point to myself. Maybe I'm trying to, reiterate why I stay out of Crucible. I'm not even going to hunt the spawns. I'm just going to stay right here. Everybody knows where I am. Come and get me. I don't care anymore. He should have died. He should have died. Yeah, definitely should have died. But, warlocks. What can you do? Nice. Anyway, that's a bit it. I guess that's enough. You get the idea.